Perfect. Okay. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Yeah. Just saying about this is the assignment. This is the assignment I have given yesterday. First of all, thanks a lot, Mukil and Pritesh. You guys have shared the solution. Perfect. Okay. So before proceeding, any question on the topics which we have discussed yesterday? Anything which you want to repeat? No, right? Okay. We have discussed about update yesterday. We have seen that if you want to update the record data in database in table, how we can do that. And I hope that was clear to you all. Okay. Okay. So today I will share a question with you. I will give that assignment. Okay. So maybe that will slip my mind from my mind. So that's why I thought of covering that first of all. So that question, I'm telling you that is a scenario-based question. So I'm afraid that if I will write the questions and I will give you in terms of scenario, maybe you will not understand. So that is why before that I'm telling you what that question is, but I will request everyone to try that. Okay, that's very, very important question. A scenario-based question. So the question is like you in your project, there is an issue in production. Okay, there is a production issue. Okay, so that issue is now resolved, fine, and the requirement is to confirm that the things are working perfectly. So in your project, your business stakeholder is telling that no, please load the data from staging till IL layer, and then please confirm that the data is now getting loaded correctly or not. Then we will look into the reports. First of all, is this clear? In your project, there is a production issue. Okay. Now the development team, they have fixed the issue. They have told to the business stakeholders the issue is fixed. You can see the report now. Please generate the report. But business stakeholder is telling you that no, first of all, please show me the evidence of all the data which is present in a stage and the data which is present in integration layer. So from this, what business stakeholder is asking, they want to confirm that the data which is present in a stage, it is the exact copy in integration layer. Is it clear? The data in a stage is an exact copy in the integration layer. So you have to write queries. What all queries you are going to write? One query, two query, three, four, five, whatever. But think yourself as that developer, and you have to show the evidence to the business stakeholder that yes, I have written all these queries, and I can confirm you that now the data integration layer is an exact copy of stage layer. It means data has been loaded correctly, perfectly in the integration layer. Is this clear? Anyone who wants me to repeat this question again? This will be today's assignment. I will write this, but I thought of telling you first of all. This is like a storytelling. Is this clear, guys? Anyone can confirm?
Yeah, clear.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to write the query for that. That depends on you how many scenarios you are preparing. You're writing three because you have to think that okay, if data is getting loaded from a stage to integration, what all checks should be there. Okay, I will not tell now, but I'm giving you a hint. You have to think yourself. I will not guide you. And first of all, write those scenarios. Then write the queries for that. Hope that is clear. So that will be your question for today's assignment. I will share after the class. Okay. Now coming to the assignment questions. And I hope no one is having any question on the topic what we have discussed yesterday related to update. Okay. Now this was the first question. Write a SQL query to update male to female and vice versa. Most of you have done this correctly. So I think Mukilan, I have told you to write this in some other way as well, right? I don't know. Pritesh. Told Pritesh.
Yeah, Tanvir.
Correct. Okay. So your solution was correct. Yeah, that is totally correct. Okay. Now don't think that I'm telling it is wrong. That is correct. But why I'm telling the reason is thing. Hope the question is clear to everyone. So this is the table. This is the data. So here the requirement is you have to change wherever it is male, you have to change that to female, and wherever it is female, you want to change that to male. Suppose here it is male, so this data should be changed to female. This should be changed to male. It should be changed to female. Hope the question is clear to everyone. Okay. Now I think we have discussed this yesterday as well. Just I'm repeating. Update employee set. Some noise is coming. Those who are not speaking, please go on mute. Case when gender is equal to then female. Okay. Gender is equal to female, then male. And I think this is sufficient, right? Let me execute this query. 5 rows updated. Now let's verify those are updated correctly or not. Select the star verify and run this again. Can you confirm the output is correct? 1A female, 2B male, 3C female, 4D male, and 5E female. Hope this is clear to everyone. Any question on this? Okay, this is one way you can write this query. Then you have one more way to write the same query. Okay, so now I'm showing you one another way to write query for this. So data is inserted. I will show you that now you have original copy of data. Okay, this is the original copy. Now there's one more way. Set gender is equal to case when gender is equal to male, then female, else what I have to write?
Male.
Male. Very good. End. Okay. So this is not required. Let me run this query and show you that we're getting the same output or not. 5 rows are written. Now let's verify the output. Can anyone confirm if this is the required output? Is this the
Yeah.
required output? Okay, perfect. Now I have shown you 2 solutions for this question. This was the question and I have shown you 2 solutions. This was the solution 1 and this was the solution 2. Which solution do you think is better? Solution 1 or solution 2? Just apply.
Solution
Solution 1. Okay.
two. Sorry.
2. Okay. Okay. Why do you think solution 2 is better?
Yeah, because I think we use condition where we use one time, so that
Conditional variables. Okay, fine. See, this is the deciding factor. Sometime whenever you are attending any hackathon, okay, or you are attending a interview of any organization. Simply, I've seen many organizations like IBM, Morgan Stanley, many other. They will first of all they will conduct a written test. Okay, so these things are very important there, which is related to performance. They're not bothered only about the output, but the way how you're writing query. Because in real project, it is not like you are going to write query for 4 to 5 lines. Multiple means conditions are there, and ultimately, sometime what happens, the query will take time to load the data. Okay, that's why performance is a very important thing, especially nowadays when you're living in a big data world when the volume of data is very huge. Okay, so that's why you must think about these parameters as well. Don't only think that okay, I have written the query, task is over. No, see here you are using although if you will ask from me this query, I think this is more perfect, more descriptive, because we are explaining each and everything, and we should write query like this only, because anyone if he or she will read this query, no, they will understand that okay what the user is trying to do. The query should be like this only. But if you're talking from performance perspective, this query will be better. Okay, hope this is clear. Any question on this? No questions. I will repeat to everyone, please work on the assignments. I do understand you're not getting time, but at least you should solve one or two assignment or whatever you can. Okay. This was the next question. Question number 2. Write a query to fetch the below output. Okay, so this is the input. This is the data present in a table. ID 123, name is Ramesh Suresh Mani, address 1, address 2. Actually, this question, one of my student, he has asked this question to me. I thought that this is a good question, so I should keep this in my assignment. Okay. So first of all, is the question clear? No one has solved this, but is the question clear? Okay. So what you have to do
Yeah,
here is,
Tanvir, I did.
sorry, who is this?
Yeah,
Mrinal?
yeah, Pritish.
Pritesh. But have you shared in
Yeah,
that assignment?
yeah, I've shared in assignment also.
1 minute, 1 minute. Just a minute. Let me check real quickly. Oh, okay. You have done that in NVL. NVL you have done.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
1 minute. Let me see. I'm looking into that. Question number 2. Oh, okay. You have done. You have done. Yeah. Sorry, that was a very small. You have done small. Okay, you have done. But that is incorrect. But that's fine. You have tried. Yeah, not an issue. Perfect. Okay, so I think only Pritesh has tried that. Okay, perfect. Yeah. But try to understand this is very interesting question. Okay, so hope the question is clear. This is the input data ID 123, name is Ramesh Suresh Mani, address of Bangalore, and all those things are there. So user wants output in this format. Okay, so what user actually tried to understand the format. User is telling that if for a particular name, if address 1 and address 2 both are present, so I want this both address but in two different records. Two different records, right? You can see two different records of Ramesh, correct? And from third record, you can understand that, okay, if address 1 is Vizag and address 2 is null, then show me Vizag as an address. If address 2 is present, address 1 is not present, then show address 2 as an address. You understood the logic? If both the address is present, then create two separate records. If any one address is present, create a one record and mention that address 1 or address 2 as your permanent address. Is the logic clear? Can anyone tell me yes or no? Or you want me to repeat this?
Yes.
Oh, this is clear to everyone? Okay. Now, first of all, let me create anyone who wants to try now that yeah, Tanvir, I have this question. I will try now. Anyone? See, whenever I'm giving any assignment question, most of the time, so I think that you will be knowing the answer. Why? Because that assignment rotates around the concept which already I have taught. Don't think that okay, in this question there will be some keyword which Tanvir has not taught and he will teach us down the line. No, it's not like that. If I have given this assignment, so at least 90% it happens that the concept which I have taught, no, it will be from that one. So you must think that no, I know the answer. I have to think and I have to find it out. Okay. Fine. First of all, let me show you the what I can say structure of this table. This is the structure. I think this is clear now.
Tanvir, can we do in the union all? Sorry, union
Perfect.
and after
Perfect.
I might be wrong. After that,
Mhm.
in subquery we can use the not null.
Can you write the query? Meanwhile, you are almost correct. 50% you have cracked the code.
In
Can you
union
try?
all, yeah, after union all, we can on top of it we can filtrate without whatever null not null value is there.
Almost you are correct. Yeah, very good, very good. Let me. You have cracked the code 50%. Let me show that. So this is the input, okay, and the output is this is the output. First of all, I am repeating the same thing again and again. First of all, whenever you have to write a query, okay, in SQL, first of all, try to prepare a flow chart. Don't jump into the SQL directly. Try to do that manually. That okay, if someone is telling me to do this manually, how I will. What will be the logic? Okay. So here it is like you have to prepare. So forget about ID. Okay, no, keep ID as well. So ID, name, and address. These three columns you want. Please try to understand. I'm repeating. If you're getting stuck at any point of time, please stop me there. ID is 1, name is Ramesh, and address is Bangalore. Okay, this is the one you want. 1 Ramesh Bangalore. And then you are telling that I want 1 Ramesh and Chennai. Okay, so you have to create one more record of 1 Ramesh Chennai. Forget about the other one. Sorry, Ramesh Chennai. Forget about these 2 records for the time being. Forget about this. Let me highlight this. This is not there. Suppose only this is the input and you want output in this format. Okay, this is the one. This is also not there. You remove this. So if I will ask you that, okay, I want data in this format, 1 Ramesh Bangalore, 1 Ramesh Chennai, how you can do this?
Yeah, we can done by union all.
Okay, tell me the query. You are correct.
Select ID, comma name,
ID, comma name,
address 1
address 1
from input,
from input. Very good.
union all,
Union all.
select ID,
Correct.
comma name, address 2 from input.
2 from
From
input.
input.
Perfect. Great. Yeah, perfect. Let me run first of all this. Very good. Okay, let me run this. Name ID. Sorry, I have to give condition. No, you want this for ID is equal to 1, correct? Because now we are concentrating on the first one. Okay, this is fine. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect. Now this task is done. Now break it. Unhide this. This is done. After this, you want Suresh and Vizag, correct? And then money and Hyderabad. So similarly, suppose when I have executed this query, and if you have noticed the output, let me now remove this condition. So let me run this. ID. Okay, so first to record is fine. You got the desired output. Suresh Vizag, this is also fine. This is what we are looking for. Suresh Vizag and money Hyderabad, right? This is the output you want. Okay, Ramesh Bangalore, Ramesh Chennai, we have got this. Suresh Vizag is also present there. Money Hyderabad is also present there. But you don't want this record and you don't want this record. So what I have to do?
Yeah. As per Pritish suggest, we can run on top of it. In where condition we can mention not null.
Right, very good. So then after this, hope this is clear to everyone. Where address 1 is not null. This is what you're telling.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. See, logic is totally correct. But if I will add it
Yeah,
here,
but
This will not work on
No.
this. So
Yeah.
first of all, you have to tell to SQL engine that SQL, first of all, execute this query. That is what I think you are telling, right? That first of all,
Yeah.
execute this query, and then what
On
result you are
top of
getting. Very good.
ID
Then
cup.
what result you are getting? Turn this address one as alias address, because if you have noticed, do not put demand this as an address, right? Take that alias as address here, and here as well take that alias as address. So name, ID, name, address from this. So where address is not null.
From is missing.
Oh, sorry. Okay, hope this is clear now. We got the output.
Yeah.
This is clear. Okay, perfect. Any question on this?
Yeah, but we can give two table same alias or
Alias, it is your freedom. Your freedom, boss. Whatever you want, you can give the name. Suppose two child, we can give the same name, no? Suppose if
yeah.
name is Manikanta. Manikanta, many Manikanta are there in India. Raghuvendra, many Raghuvendra are there. Similarly, you can give the aliases what you want. There's no problem.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, now my question is union all. Have we discussed this already? Okay, is not null. Have we discussed this already? Tell me any keyword
Yes.
in this which we have not studied so far. Nothing new for you, right? You all know the things. So that is why knowing a particular keyword is different thing, and working on that is a different thing. So hope this was clear. And what I want to tell is do practice. Okay, that's important. If you're not practicing, otherwise you're wasting time. Okay, so this is done. Question number 2 is done. Final call. Any question? Any clarification on this? Anyone who wants me to repeat this, please tell me. Okay, it's clear. Now, third question.
तनवीर शायद आपने कल इसी तरह का क्वेश्चन पोस्ट किया था लिंक्डइन पे where date was in the column.
यार एक बार फिर से बताना. Mrinal, means like you are talking about the Shark Tank question which I have given.
No. Yeah,
Oh,
that one was also there, which I was trying to solve, but
someone
couldn't
has
solve.
asked a question and on top of that I have replied. Was that you're talking?
Yeah, there was a column and 1, 2, 3 or same columns, and it was similar to the question number 2.
Question number 2. Yeah, yesterday one. Mrinal, if you get that, no, you ping on chat box. Yeah, I'm not recollecting on which question I have replied. Yeah, two question, one
Oh.
question, Shark Tank question I have posted. That's the first one. And second, someone has asked a question related to SQL. I have given the solution for that, and that was related to some that was different, but that was not related to this. That was a little bit more complicated one. But if you
Yeah.
think something different was, then please ping me on chat box. I will explain it. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Any question? Any doubt on this question number 2? Oh, this is clear. Okay. Now coming to question number 3. Let us say there's a salary of ID which is present in both the tables to 0 in employment table. So now you have two tables, employee 1 and employee 2. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so here you have two tables, employee 1 and employee 2. Okay, you can see this is the structure of table employee 1 and this is the structure of table employee 2. Now the question is we want to update the salary of ID. We want to update the salary of ID, but there is one condition. Only those IDs salary will be updated which is present in both the tables. First of all, tell me ID which is present in both the tables.
Intersect we need to use.
We'll use intersect, but before that, tell me the IDs which is present in both the tables.
1, 2.
1, 2.
1 and 2.
1 and 2. So now the requirement is the ID of 1, 2. This ID salary will be updated to 0. But in which table you want to update this? In employee one table. So
One.
we
Yeah.
want to update this salary to 0, this salary to 0 for only ID 1 and 2 because this ID 1 and 2 is present in other table as well. Hope the question is clear first of all. Now you are telling I will use intersect, right? I think Mukile has done this with the help of inner join, right? I'm not sure someone has
Yes,
shared.
sir.
Okay. Yeah, before that, no, those who don't know the concept of join, so just I need 5 minutes. So don't apply your brain. I want to teach something about joins and intersect because Mukila has shared that. So I thought I will tell you what is that. Okay, joins and that. So those who knows the concept of join, so just try to understand the difference between join and intersect. Okay, difference between join and intersect. See, intersect what I have taught you. Suppose this is a table and here option. What is that option of that? No fillet is not coming. Option is not coming. Something different here. Then open. This is A. This is A. Similarly, this is B. This area is 1. This one is 2. This area is 3. Okay. If I will tell you, tell me the output of A intersect B. Which area will come? 1, 2, or 3?
2.
2, right? Hope this is clear. Intersect means we are talking about the area or data which is present in both the tables. Hope this is clear to everyone. Okay. Now join. Same example, everything is same. Not sure if this will be copied or not. Perfect, got copied. A, B. If I will tell you A, join B. I'm not discussing about all the joins, cross join, because this is not a topic of join. Why I'm explaining this? Because Mukilian has solved this with the help of join. That is why I thought this is a generic concept and everyone should know. Okay. Don't think that Tanvir is covering join now. So now if I will tell you A join B, what should be the output here? Join means the common data from both the tables will be fetched, which matches the joining condition. I think high level we know this, right? So here, which is the common area? 2. Correct? So can we tell intersect and join, they both are doing the same task?
Yeah.
Okay, how many of you know join here on this platform?
Inner joins.
No, just join. Simple concept of join. I'm not going in that complicated concept. Mrinal, do you know this? Yes
Yeah,
or
I
no?
know.
Mukilan, do you know this?
Yeah.
Mukilan has solved.
Yeah.
Chirantan?
I have an idea.
Okay, I think most of you will be having idea. Okay, fine. So now can I tell intersect and join, they both are doing the same task here?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, try to understand that this is a very important concept. Select the star from imply 1. This is imply 1 table. And this is imply 2 table. These are the 2 tables I have created, imply 1 and imply 2. Fine. Now, I'm running this imply 1 intersect imply 2. So what should be the output? Guess the output.
3.
3.
3.
And
Why
null.
3? 3 and null. Okay. 3 and null. Why 3 and null?
Because it's present in both the tables.
present in both the tables. Very good. So our output is 3 and null. That is correct. Now I'm using join here. Those who know the concept of join, I think the syntax is correct. Is it incorrect syntax? Can anyone please check? Because I don't know join. Please check it. Everything is fine here.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm running this. What's the output? 2 3s are coming, right? 3 3. Now this is the output of intersect. This is the output of join. What is the difference in the output?
Null values there and
Join doesn't
other-
consider null. And
Perfect. Perfect. Summary is join will not consider null. If you see in imply 1 and imply 2, you have null records. But while joining, join has not considered the null records. This is very important. Long back, I think 2 to 3 months back, I posted same question on my LinkedIn post. So joins, they will not consider null, guys. Okay, but intersect, it will consider null. First difference. Second difference, join will consider duplicates, but intersect will not consider duplicates. Okay, is that clear?
yeah.
Okay, now why explain this? I will tell you the reason for this. Coming to this third question, update the salary of ID which is present in both the tables to 0 and imply 1 table. Now let's try to solve this question. So the question is, I want this ID which is present in both the tables. So update employee 1. You want to update employee 1 table where ID n. So it means you want to update the ID which is present in both the tables. So you will write. So to find the ID which is present in both the tables, first of all, we know we have to use the intersect. Select the ID from employee 1, and then you will write intersect. Select the ID from employee 2. Why I've written this query? Okay, sorry.
We need to write set.
Okay, set salary is equal to 0, where ID is present in both the employee 1 and employee 2, and this is the query. Excuse me. Any question on this query? Hope this is clear. So what I'm telling here, I have used the subquery. I'm telling that fit the ID which is present in both the tables employee 1 and employee 2. If you concentrate on this query will fetch you the ID which is present in both the table, and this is the purpose, right? I want the ID which is present in both the tables and set that salary to 0 for employee 1 table only. Let me execute this. Salary invalid identifier. Very good. Oh, okay. This is different table, no? Sorry, this is different table. Take this table. Okay, no. Leave this one. Sorry, leave this one. Okay, now fine. So I'm exiting this. One row updated. Let me check. Is this done? C is equal to 0.
Because here C is only common.
Yeah, here 3 is common. Correct. Sorry. So this is fine. You understood this?
Yeah.
Is this clear? Okay. Now, but can you find an issue here in this query? There is an issue here. Not given.
Null. Intersect had not considered the null value.
Not considered this. Chicken done. And ID is it something? So we got the output for ID3, value is 0. And this was which we are expecting that the ID3 should be updated to 0. Now, is this fine? Guys, is this clear?
Yes.
But there is an issue in this query. Who will catch this? Do you think output is correct?
Not considering null.
Not considering null, right? You see, if I will execute this query, what the output you are having? 3 and null, correct? But when I have executed the entire query, which one has been updated? Only ID3 was updated. You can see for ID3 the salary is 0. But what about null? It has not updated null here. Why? Is the question clear?
Yeah. Need
You
to
told that we can use intersect. That is correct. We can use intersect. That is fine because intersect will give me the ID which is present in both the tables. Here we have 3 and null. Here we have 3 and null. So we were expecting 3 and null both will be updated to 0 salary. I have executed this query, update query. But after that, I have validated and we observed that only ID3 has been updated to 0, but null was not updated to 0. Why? Why is this?
Because subquery is not considering null.
Very good, because subquery is not considering null. Okay, now the question is why your subquery is not considering null?
we are using intersect.
No. Intersect you are using this. They see your subquery is giving the correct thing. He has done the job. Why? Because subquery is giving the correct output. No, three and null we were expecting that 3 and null is present in both the tables. Correct? No. So you got that. Subquery has done the correct task.
Yeah.
There is no issue with the subquery. But why the outer query is not updating the null ID? That is the question. No one can explain this. Shall I tell you the reason for this? Or someone who is thinking and you want to tell me?
In operator is not considering null.
Perfect. In operator doesn't consider the null record. Correct? No. For null, what we use?
Not is null.
Is null. That's all. Story finish. Now, anything new I have taught you here? Nothing new. You know the concept of is null. You know the concept of intersect. Just you have to tell me that Tanvir you have used in here, and you know that to catch the null records, we have a syntax of is null. Suppose now if I will write this query, update employee one, set salary is equal to 0, where ID is null. Now, if I will execute this query, one row updated. Now let's verify this. Null salary is 0 or not. Null salary is 0. Is this clear? Clear or not? You want me to repeat this?
Clear.
Okay, clear. Anyone who wants me to repeat this? Okay, so now the question is that Tanvir, how I can update because this query is not taking care of null records. Is this clear first of all? Okay, so now you have to think that apart from this, what modification you will do in the query, because now we've executed two queries. This is the one query and this is the second query, because this query was not taking care of null records. Okay, so you have executed this one more query. So you have to think and you have to write a single query so that both should be executed. Okay, I'm giving this an assignment again. This is a reassignment, and I want everyone to work on this. Fine. Okay, fine. And you understood the difference between insert and join, especially Mukilan, you understood this because you have
Yes.
solved this question with the help of join. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought I should tell you. Fine. Question number 4. That is equivalent of the salary of Friday, which is present in one table, but not present in two table, 2 0 in one table. We'll explain this question. Pritesh, can you explain this question? What the interviewer is asking?
Yeah, it is asking that what are the IDs present in employee table 1, not present in employee table 2? Means like a minus operator, we have to use it here. So whatever the delta we are looking, right?
Okay. So the question is asking to find the IDs which is present in employee 1 but not present in employee 2, and then update the salary to 0. Okay, update the salary to 0. So how you will find the ID which is present in employee 1 table but not present in employee 2 table? What is the keyword for that?
Minus.
Minus, right? Any other keyword? Anyone? Anything else apart from that? Minus. You have one more. Okay. See, again, consider the same example of this employee.
And we use
Okay.
intersect and not in.
Intersect and
Not in.
Why you will use intersect and not in? Intersect, first of all, will give you the ID which is present in both the tables. Okay, and then
Yeah.
no. But the one
we,
which is not present, that will be left out. No? You write a query. You write a query for that. Okay, then we'll see. Okay, so select a star from employee 1. These are the IDs present in employee 1 table, and this is the ID which is present in employee 2 table. Okay, ID. Now the question is to find the ID which is present in employee 1 but not present in employee 2. Okay, so I think you all know we can write this query. Select ID from employee 1 minus select ID from employee 2. Now this is the output. It is telling 1 and 2. ID 1 and 2 is present in 1 but not present in 2. Can you please check and tell me is this the correct? 1 and 2 is present in employee 1 but not present in employee 2. Hope this is the correct, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, someone has shared me a solution yesterday. That was also very good. He has told that select ID from employee 1. And I want this time I'm not going to explain anything. Seriously, I'm not going to explain. You guys have to think and tell me the reason for this. Okay. Where ID not N, select ID from employee 2. This is the query. Okay. He told me that, okay, Tanvir, you're using this to find minus ID which is present in 1 but not present in 2. This is fine. This is fine. You are doing this traditional approach. I have a new approach. ID from employee 1 where ID which is not present in employee 2. So I thought, yeah, this is also correct. Because logically, if I will think, he is retrieving those ID from employee 1 table, which is not present in employee 2 table. So I think readability of this query is far better than this one. Okay. Now I'm executing this as well. And then you have to think, you have to look at the output and then tell me what is happening here. The output was 1 and 2 of this query. And for this query, let's see the output. No data found. Why? Oh, why is saying no data found? ID not data found. No, they should not give no data found. One, two, three, one is there. Here, how many IDs are there? Not present here. No data found. ID from employee one, where ID will not in select ID from. Fine. Now tell me what's the reason for this.
We need to give alias to both tables.
Alias, okay. Why alias? 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. Table dropped. Let me show you one more example actually. That will be easy because someone it is showing something different. No, it should not get this output. Something is happening wrong here. Why ID not in select ID from employee 2. 1 minute, guys. Something wrong. Yeah, this is fine. 1 and 2 is there. Okay, fine. Okay. Using okay, so now this is the data. Data was not correct at that moment. This is the data in employee 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Suppose this null record is not there. First of all, ignore this one. This is not present. And employee 2, this is the data. 3, 3, 4. Okay. 3, 3, 4. 5 is also not there. And null is also not there. Fine. Now, if I'm executing employee ID 1 minus ID 2, the output is, what is the output? 1 and 2. This is the output. Fine. Now, if I'm writing select ID from employee 1, where ID not in employee 2, what is the output here? 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. So first of all, what you understood from this?
Taking
Minus
the duplicate value.
Minus.
in minus operation, internally distinct will work in the second query. Distinct is not performed.
Right. First of all, the output of this minus and output of this not in, they both are same or not?
No.
Not.
They both are not same. Because if someone is telling you to see the output, you have to consider the duplicate record as well. Here you have duplicate, so the output is not same. What we understood from this, I explained this earlier as well, that minus by default it works on distinct. Okay, so that's why it is showing you 1 and 2. Already 1 was present twice here, but it's giving only 1 once because minus works on distinct by default. We have discussed this already. But where I'm using not in, this is giving me ID 1 again. Why? Because it will consider the duplicate as well. First, is this clear? Is this clear? Minus
Yes.
will not consider duplicates. It works on distinct by default, but not in will consider duplicate records as well. So if we are facing this question that minus and not in, are they both doing the same task or not? No, they seems to be doing the same task, but the output will not be same always. Okay, first scenario is clear. Now second scenario, I'm inserting null in this employee 1 table. That's all. Now you have to tell me. Again, I'm executing the same query again. Now what's the output? 1, 2 and null. 1, 2 and null. And here, what is the output? 112. Now, from this example, what you understood?
In operator does not perform null.
Okay. So this not in operator will ignore the null records. Can I tell like this?
Yeah, okay.
Ignores null, correct? And this minus ignores duplicate. Hope this is clear now. Is
Yes.
it clear?
Yeah.
Anyone who wants me to repeat this? Dani, is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
So these were very simple concepts. But I believe, I'm not sure all of you know this or not, but this was very confusing concepts. Don't think that minus and not in, they both will do the same task. No. Similarly, join and intersect. I've shown you the difference there as well in join and intersect. Okay. Intersect will consider the null records, but join will ignore the null records. Similarly, I'm just summarizing the things. Minus will ignore the duplicates because by default minus works on distinct keyword. That is the inbuilt function of minus. And not in will ignore the null records, but it will consider the duplicates. Hope this is clear. Now coming to this question, you want to update the salary of ID which is present in employee 1 table but not present in employee 2 table. I think now you can do this. Anyone who wants me to write query for this? I think you guys can do this, right? No, you
Yeah.
cannot do this. Okay, fine. Now next question is write a SQL query to update the name to. Okay, so Mukhilan, like you understood why I'm explaining this. Oh, this is clear.
Yes, sir. Yeah, clear.
I've used not in. Okay, so that's fine. Now write a SQL query to update the. So Mukhilan, in your case, I'm not telling that query is wrong. That will
Yeah.
perform, yeah, okay, and I'm not telling that way. But you should use the more generalized one. Okay.
Yeah.
It will cater to this data because here I have not used null. My bad. I should show you with null as well. But when I have seen your output, your queries, so I thought that okay, this was a very good. So I will from now onwards I will add that null as well here.
Yeah, okay.
Fine. Yeah. So fifth question, write a SQL query to update the name to NA wherever name is null. Okay. We have to write a query to update name to NA wherever name is null. So I think. Okay, write a query here now. First of all, let me create this table as well. Who will explain me this query? Okay, table descriptor. So now hope the question is clear. You want the name to NA wherever name is null. It means I want output like this. NA. Okay. Now please help me to write the query. What should I write here?
Update
Update.
EMP.
EMP. Okay.
Set
Set
name equal to NA.
Set name equal to NA.
NA.
Okay.
Where
Where
name equal to
null.
Name
equal
is null.
Oh, is null. Is null. Okay. I have to use is null or equal to null. Which one is correct?
Name is null.
Name is null. Okay. I should not use equal to. Okay. 1 minute before executing this. Have I taught you the difference between zero, blank, and null? Yes or no?
Yeah.
I think in the other batch I have taught that. Okay, so this is updated. Now, if you want, you can verify the data. Let's start from employee. Execute this. This is the hot one. Okay, I hope this is clear. Simple. So, I think I'm not sure who has done that. Bokina, Pritesh, NVL. Someone has started with NVL.
Yes, I have used the NVL.
NVL. Bokina has used, right?
Yeah, but I did not got the output by using NVL.
That's what I'm looking into your query. And Pritesh, you have done using case statement, no?
Yeah, Tanvi.
That is also fine. That is also fine. But I think this one is more simpler, right, Pritesh?
Yes.
Yeah,
Convinced? Okay. Okay, let me see that. It was interesting. Let me. And I hope you guys are not getting embarrassed. I'm telling that who has written this query. That's not a problem, right? This is not to tell anyone that the query what you written is correct or wrong, but sometime a query I want to discuss with everyone so that everyone should understand the pros and cons. Okay, so don't get like embarrassed here. Update imply set NVL name is equal to any where is no. I think this is the query someone has tried. Okay. Sorry. Will this query will do the same task? Can we use this query? No. See, NVL is means whenever you're using select query. Okay, let me show you this one. 1 minute. NVL function is different guys. That is different. Suppose this is the I'm visualizing this again. Okay, table is created. I will write a query in front of first of all. Select ID, comma, NVL, name, comma, NA, reply. Okay, I'm executing this query, and this is the output. Huh? It is not showing. Have I not inserted null records? Oh, null records was not inserted. I've written this, it is not catching this. It was inserted. Now let me show you this again. Okay, fine. Now, are you getting the same output or not from this query? And what we observe, we got from this query? Same output?
yes,
So can I use this query instead of this update query?
no,
No, why?
because we need to update in our DB.
Very good. So this is just for display purpose.
Yeah,
This is just for display purpose. I'm just displaying this. But in database, this is not getting updated. Don't think that in name column in database, it has been replaced by NA. No, it is just for display. Still, if you see in the table, if you see in this table, so same null will be there. Let me show you. See, still null is there, correct? So anywhere is used just to display. Okay. But now if I will execute this one, so it means this will update in the table itself. Now let me execute this. Now you see that table. In the table, data has changed. It is updated in table. So that's the power of update keyword. But in select, if you're thinking that I will use NVL and I will do this, so no, NVL will just use to update to display. Sorry, NVL is just to display. This is not going to impact your table. Okay. Any question on this? No question. 6-1, you all have done correctly. This was perfect. Anyone who is having doubt can connect with me. This was very simple. Okay, and those who have not tried, I will request to try this. Fine, guys. So I think we have discussed the assignment today. We have not studied a new keyword today, but that's what I want to give more time on assignments. That is more important. And now see the difference, especially question number 2. Nothing new I have taught. This was based on the same concept, old concept, which you have known earlier, but you were unable to solve. I think no one has solved this. Then some other question as well. You know the concept of minus intersect joins. So try to understand the difference between them. Okay. So what's the difference between minus and not in? Okay. Then difference between intersect and joins. Okay. So tomorrow I will give assignment based on this. So work on that, and then we will start with the next keyword coalesce and substring and string. Okay, fine. Final con. Any question, guys? Anything you want me to repeat here? No. No, right? Okay. Quick feedback from Mrinal. Positive, negative, anything, Mrinal?
No,
Anything
it's good.
new you learned today?
Yeah, actually, the question number 2 that I was not to means when I was trying to solve, I couldn't solve it.
Okay,
Question number 2.
fine. Hope that is clear now.
Yeah, and I had said you that question on the LinkedIn.
You have pinged me.
Yeah, not on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn.
Okay, you have LinkedIn.
I'd
Okay,
said.
okay. Okay, I will go through that. Yeah, I will see what's that. Discuss that tomorrow. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, guys. So if you don't have any question, we'll connect again tomorrow, same time. Fine. Take care. Bye.
Bye.